Hi, my name is Jessica Steininger, and I am an order manager for LEGO Systems, and I will be your co-host tonight on Strictly Businews. Tonight we are filming at More Than Sound in Northampton, and just in case anybody saw the last promo and didn't see me on there and was kind of bummed that I wasn't there, I just want to let everybody know that I am the best co-host.
And welcome to another episode of Strictly Business. Jessica, thank you for coming on and introducing the show. I'm Alfonso. This is Corey. Welcome to the show. The first topic we're going to go over in Hot Topics is 6 companies thriving in a recession. It's from yahoo.com. Number 1's Amazon. Number 2 is Ford. 3 is Domino's. 4 the Snuggie. Number 5, I was really surprised on that. Number 5, Intel, and number 6, Lego. Snuggie made it number 4. They made $20 million in 2009. That's a lot of people sitting on the couch. A lot of people.
And no place else to go. They're too poor to go out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they made them completely rich. I mean, just to put on a robe backwards and sell it that way. I mean,
it's genius.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna turn up a hat inside out and try to sell them that as an inside out hat.
What?
I don't know. Cancel that out. I don't know. I'm not surprised by Amazon. Ford, I'm not surprised. Ford did a really good job of turning itself around compared to a couple years ago. The cars are looking a lot better. They're lasting a lot longer. Parts are a lot cheaper than the Ford models. So definitely getting a lot more sales in that aspect.
I think there's 2 common denominators with these companies. One, they were growing in profits in 2009, and 2, it's the idea of novelties. They're creating ideas, innovative products to adapt to the consumer needs. And the Snuggie is an ideal situation where they adapt to the consumer needs of sitting on the couch. And Domino's too. Just that, the less sitting on the couch eating pizza with the Snuggie on. It's a less expensive pizza, but people didn't like Domino's because it didn't taste good, and then they just came out and said, yeah, we know our product tastes like crap, so we're going to give you something better, and still, you're still going to pay the same price. So.
Yeah, I think that definitely helped them a lot, especially with Ford and Amazon. I know that they weren't thinking about just 2009. They're trying to think of what they're going to do in the 5 years running, so that helped them become a little ahead of the game compared to everyone else because they thought about the future, not how things were at that time.
Right.
Overall, I mean, I'm not surprised about most of them. Intel, I'm kind of surprised about, just because of what we talked about a few episodes ago about them purchasing McAfee and how they're going to struggle for the first couple of years. But other than that, I mean, everything seems to be right on point, I think.
There's a book by Jim Collins called Good to Great, and it talks about, all these different concepts about how companies go from, good to this successful company beating out their competitors. And one of the things he does identify is not only their transition from good to great, but their willingness to identify and assess defining facts. And what these companies did was they faced the facts, the brutal, honest facts of what was going on with our economic condition, and they reacted to that. And I think that it proves a lot. I mean, you have to adjust to what's going on.
Yeah. Let's go right into the next topic. I found this article on fastcompany.com. I thought it was interesting. I definitely thought we should talk about it. There's an ad agency called Crispin Porter and Boguski. They want kids.
Brutal.
Every episode, someone's name I mess up. It doesn't matter what nationality you are because it just doesn't. Well, they're trying to brand carrots like junk food. They have gotten help with 50 carrot companies to launch a $25 million campaign to get kids and maybe even adults, I guess, to eat carrots and have the people think that they're like junk food. They're going to start putting them in vending machines. They're testing it out right now in Cincinnati and at Syracuse where they're in vending machines like with chips, and I guess they're trying to make them go a healthier alternative. And I don't know, wouldn't they go stale, or not stale, but wouldn't they go bad in the vending machine? Like, I don't know.
Air packed. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
Packaging and
eventually they will go bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, so will chips.
Well, not if they're selling like hotcakes.
Right, exactly.
Well, they're trying to put them in school, but I mean, who's gonna really go? Like, oh my God, I really want those carrots right now.
You have to think about it from a marketing standpoint. Packaging is everything, right?
Yeah.
So packaging, marketing, branding, they all go in together as one. And I think that it is. I looked at some of the packaging and
I saw, yeah.
Dorito-like, you know,
yeah, and
like
Cheeto,
that.
and they're trying to make it look like a Cheeto package, and I mean that will definitely get the kids' attention. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, there's veggie chips, which I would assume it's not. It's like a mix between the two, but I guess we won't know until they actually hit every.
I mean, we all know that broccoli, carrots. We've grown up knowing that these things are important, but I think they're just trying to create a new buzz and promote the carrots and in the specialized packaging.
Yeah, so I guess carrots are now becoming a part of junk food. I never thought I'd see that.
Be like flavored. Like, you know how Doritos have like
hot and spicy carrots.
Yeah, buffalo style.
Garlic carrots. Mmm.
But at least it's something really easy for a mom to just buy like a 6-pack of them and throw one in their kid's lunchbox.
I like a different kind of 6-pack, so
yeah.
I don't know. 6-pack of carrots.
I was talking about multi-pack, different flavors. You know, you can buy like one of those cases with different kinds of chips and stuff.
Carrot light, you know.
Yeah. I was hoping they were gonna come with like dip, like.
Yeah. I mean,
that's actually a good idea. Like a little container of like ranch or something.
Yeah, something to dip it in. That's true.
Let's go right on to our next. Let's go on to the next topic. The 10 best celebrity business owners. I thought this was kind of interesting. I didn't even know half of these people did anything other than what they're known for. Number 1 was P. Diddy. Diddy Daddy, Punk Diddy, whatever he goes by now. Puff. You know, Sean Combs, whatever he goes by now. He's number 1 at the list. Ron Howard is number 2. Number 3 is Jay-Z. Number 4 is Newman's Own, which was from Paul Newman. Will Ferrell at number 5. Iman, I don't know how to pronounce this. She's a model. Iman. Sorry. Iman is number 6. Number 7 is Gwen Stefani. Number 8, Sammy Hagar. Number 9 is Grateful Dead. And number 10 is Sheryl Crow. Half of the people I would automatically know that they would be on this list. The other half, I didn't know Sheryl Crow did half the stuff that she was mentioned for on here.
So Al, I would like to mention that this is in no particular order. This is not a ranking from 1 to 10.
Oh, it's not?
No.
I read that wrong then. Never mind. Well, I would assume. Well, the article said that Jay-Z was definitely in the top of the list, even though he lost a lot of money in the past 2 years. He still made a lot to make the top 10. A lot of these people are doing different things that they're not really.
I think it's important to note that these people weren't entirely responsible for creating their businesses. Like Will Ferrell, for instance, he was in partnership with like 4 other people.
For funnyordie.com.
Right. So it's. I think it's just important to note that they're not the ultimate creator of success for these businesses. However, it is a nice compliment to have your celebrity ambassador as, you know, like a head person.
Right, and I'm sure it helps make more money.
Oh yeah, marketing. Okay. So, you know, people know the person, they want what they have. I just want to mention, I went to Cabo about 5 years ago, and I had my first experience with Cabo Wabo, the restaurant, and the tequila, and I just found, I did not know that I didn't know from Van Halen. I didn't know that he started it.
Yeah.
Did not know. Well, let me just make tequila. Let me see how that comes down to a multi-million-dollar company. Yeah. That's insane, and it's a lot better than Jose. And I like Patron too. So let's not talk about booze. But yeah,
you mentioned it in the show.
I know. What were we doing after this?
Well, I also wanted to mention that I give these people credit. They're very ambitious. They're not just settling for what they have, because God knows that Beyonce and, I was going to say P. Diddy, but then we'd start a whole other scandal. Beyonce and Jay-Z have enough money that they don't need to be doing other things.
Right.
But it kind of shows that, like, not that they're money hungry, but the people that they know what they want and they go for it, and the people that complain still complain but don't do anything about it. It's one of those things, like, you know, you want to make money, you're on, you know, welfare, but there's jobs out there. Maybe it's not not welfare, unemployment, sorry. There's jobs out there. It's just, you know, you've got to struggle. Don't just take easy way out. Sometimes, not all of them have gotten this much, like, right off the bat.
Right.
You know how much they had to work for it? I mean, it just shows that, like, the work that you put into it, you'll get back. The next topic, we're going to go over 10 best company nicknames. I thought this was funny. I think we will have a lot of fun with this. And the first one is Target. I think everyone knows what this one is. It's Target. Target. I said that right, girls?
Yeah, Target.
Okay, sorry.
Target.
Okay.
Okay. Are we all gonna say it again?
Next one was Walmart, which was Wally's World. I never heard of that
Wally
one.
World.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, I call it Wally World all the time.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't know that other people called it Wally World.
It made the top 10. Starbucks, $4. I think that's awesome.
I never heard that.
I didn't either until I saw this, but it definitely makes sense. I mean, it's expensive coffee.
There's not much.
Microsoft is Mr. Softy. I don't know why I didn't get that either. I don't know. Maybe that's Bill Gates' era. Applebee's is Crapplebee's. I kind of like Applebee's. I don't know.
I know, I kind of do.
I don't know. We're going to X-say that one off the list. Disney's Mouse House. Not really that funny. Nah. Next up is Whole Foods. This is my favorite. Whole Paycheck. UPS is Big Brown. And Neiman Marcus and
Oh my God.
Needless Markup. I don't even know what that company is though, so I don't.
Neiman Marcus. It's like a high-end department store.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, those are the 10 that they came up with. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one more. Taco Bell. Taco Hell, Toxic Bell, and Taco Smell. My nickname is Yum because I love Taco Bell. I think Taco Bell is really good. So I mean, after certain hours, fourth meal is always good.
We actually have our own nicknames for some companies.
Oh, okay.
So Panera Bread is PB, and Dunkin' Donuts is Double D's, or Dunks, or just Dunks, yeah. Big Y. Oh, you forgot? We call it all the time. No, we just made this up earlier. But I was like, oh, we should call it Big Lie. Because they say they've got the best sales. And you go in there and you're like, I don't want 10 pounds of cheese. Like, I just want 1 pound. I don't want to buy 10 pounds to get a deal. Like, I don't want 73 bags of, 10-pound bags of potatoes. Buy one, get 73 free. I didn't want the 73.
The bags of carrots.
It's not a good deal. I live by myself. I'm just one person. It doesn't help me. And then the last one we have is Cumberland Farms. Cumbies. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. So.
Cool. I like some of those nicknames. Big Lies. That's funny.
I forgot.
Let's go on to our...
I put you right on the spot, too.
Let's go on to our next topic about credit cards. The rates are climbing. Interest rates are continuing to climb. Large portion of 381 U.S. credit card accounts borrowing rates have been moving up, and it's been up so far 14.7% up from 3.1% of last year. That's insane. I don't own a credit card. I got rid of that a long time ago. I learned bad mistake, but I can't. It's a little interesting.
You can be.
You're giving me the death look.
You can be responsible.
You can be. I just can't be. I just can't be. Not right now.
They, on the other hand, don't know how to live without a credit card.
Yeah, the rates. I don't know. I mean, it will affect the credit either way. And there's rates on loans are going to be going up too, but I don't know. I think
a lot of it is backlash from the new legislation that will, make it so that they can't just raise the rates whenever they feel like it. When somebody misses a payment, they have to give the borrower notice that they're going to be raising the rates. So a lot of companies have started raising them preemptively before it was in February, I believe, that the new law went into effect.
Yeah.
So rates hiked up, and then so they could do it, get while the getting's good kind of thing.
Well, yeah, you got to realize, I think a lot more people pay later than sooner when they get a credit card. I don't know too many people who pay off the whole bill at one swoop. So I'm assuming they're just thinking logically they're going to get more money out of it, more interest rates. I mean, I smart on their end, sucky on our end. Like,
sucky?
Why do you try to criticize everything I say?
Oh.
I'm gonna open up your position. I'm hiring.
New co-host position.
Lastly, we're gonna go over Skype goes corporate. They launched Skype Connect, so it's a service that enables businesses to connect now. They're in the works of maybe talking to Cisco. I think this is huge for them. It's definitely going to get them in, not make telephone obsolete, but it's definitely going to, you can be able to talk to someone, you do business with someone in China. Granted, like, time difference, but you can still do, like, you're having a conversation with them in person. I think Skype is going to go to a whole new level with this.
Well, because you can do video conferencing, but Skype is more portable.
Yeah.
You can get it on almost any smartphone. You can even get it on, I just lost the, an iTouch. You can get Skype on an iTouch. So, I think it's great for Skype, especially because they can form those corporate alliances with different businesses.
Oh yeah, Cisco would be huge. Cisco's global. Cisco, they would just, Google, who is trying to relaunch their chat cam and the Gmail thing, they're going to try to brand that on its own now, compete with Skype, obviously, because Google can't, they're not happy with what they got. I think if Skype partners with Cisco, they will definitely dominate that that market, dominate it.
Definitely.
Right.
You want to talk about dangerous jobs?
What?
Dangerous
I didn't print that out. Well, that's all we got for today.
We're going to edit that out.
That's all we got for today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be right back with More Than Sound. No, what is More Than Sound?
More Than Sound is an independent audio publishing company. So we do discussions and seminars with people who are leading thinkers, and we make CDs, digital downloads, and now we're getting into the webinar business as well.
Nice. How did More Than Sound come about? How did you create the business?
Well, it started with my own love of audio. My training is an audio documentarian, and I'm fascinated by audio because visually it can be far more rich than TV or than video, because all of the images, it's like when we're listening to audio, we still see images, but they're all personalized to each individual listener. So it's like it's drawing from our own personal archive. And then through family and friends, I had contacts to a lot of people who already have a lot of like a major following in their field in emotional intelligence, social intelligence, sustainability, a lot of the humanities, people who are authors. So authors love this stuff. They don't have to research a whole book. They don't have to write a whole paper. They just have to sit down in front of a microphone for a few hours, discuss whatever their latest thinking is, and that's it for them.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so it works out.
So what is, talk about your new venture in the online training a little bit?
Yeah, like I said, we're getting into webinars, and it's a pretty logical next step for us. Just like audio, it provides a very a good opportunity for the authors, like I was saying, to have the same sort of in-person access. Like it's a very
kind of like they see who the author is and kind of get a feel of who they are, kind of thing. Or?
Well, it's the same thing as a seminar, so it's a real exclusive kind of an access thing.
Yeah.
And the author gets to have the same real-time, question and answer thing that they do in a seminar, but they have the added benefit that everybody, the audience as well as the authors, the presenters, are able to stay at home or in their office or wherever they might be, so that overhead goes way down.
And they're snuggy.
Yeah, in the snuggie, behind a little. Yeah, everybody wins.
Oh, that's definitely a great idea. So what do you think makes you different compared to all the competitors?
So I guess one major competitor is the book on tape industry as a whole, and the difference between us and books on tape is that all of our audio content is fully original. There's no printed version of it. This is all directly from the brains of the people that we work with. And I'd say the other major point that differentiates us is because we are actually a fairly small company, our size allows us an attention to detail that and an intimacy with the subject. We dive into every project that we do in a way that a large company just isn't able to. So you know, we get to know it in and out, and also our interaction with our customers is the same way. I mean, we help people individually, and we know each person in this office knows the entire goings on of the office. So yeah, I think our size actually becomes a real benefit to us.
Great. So is there anything else you want to tell the viewers about you so they can get a bigger picture, or anything you just want to say, any events that are coming up or anything like that?
Yeah, I guess also one of the things that being a small business allows us to do is be flexible in the topics that we cover. So although we started out in this more social emotional intelligence, psychology, humanities world, we moved into the sustainability world. We did a whole CD that in conjunction with Walmart, where we got two industrial ecologists, two like really respected industrial ecologists together to explain that Walmart used the CD as a training for their entire supply chain.
Oh wow!
To explain their sustainability plans and what it means from the consumer's point of view, from the suppliers' side of things, and then now we're getting into mindfulness products a lot. We have Damagita, which is like a music compilation CD with young musicians from around the world, all the music of which is from the mindfulness practice of these people. And then we're getting into like mindful driving, so it's sort of like a driving meditation CD, which people's first reaction is like, whoa, is that safe? But I think it's probably a lot safer than people completely spacing out when they're driving. It's like actually paying attention when you're driving. So it's that flexibility and that allows us to do all these different projects.
So what's the website so you can tell everyone to get if they want to go and check you guys out online?
It's www.morethansound.net. It's morethansound.net.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
And we'll be right back. Yeah, it was awesome. We had a good time today.
Well, look for us. We'll be demonstrating yoga moves at Karun Yoga.
Karun Yoga.
Karun Yoga.
So check it out next week. You'll actually be seeing me doing yoga for the first time on camera. Get ready to hit rewind because I'll probably be making a fool of myself like, as usual.
In child's pose.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.